Some of the lyrics to me that really stick out in Lighter Thief that sum up the song for me probably would be starting at the second verse. Bipolar sunshine with gray clouds too. I do what I can to light the mood. You make it hard when you're being rude to me. And you hide me in blankets, keep me inside. You can't protect me, but you still tried. I think that line really represents that when you're in a situation in a relationship where it borderlines that toxicness some days, where the person you love might be in like a mood and you just want to bring sunshine to your life, it kind of shows that intimate realness of how it can really be in a relationship. It's not always just the high points, but there is that comfortability in the fact that, you know, we both know at the end of the day we're our own people and we're going to do our own thing, but we still care for each other and we still have each other's backs at the end of the day. So, you know, you can't protect me, but you still tried. I must admit that I like it when you do. I'm going to be my own person, you're going to be your own person, but you still want to protect me. Whether you can or not, it means a lot that you want to and that you care. And that's really what that verse represents to me. I think the chorus really stands out as the sum of the song. Love you, lighter thief, hotbox the melodies, I'm just trying to slip by. So damn close to me, you barely notice me, turns you on when I cry. So what if we get mad and fight, as long as we make it alright? And to a better me, you would be dead to me, but I still keep you alive. That's like the self-acceptance of, I'm choosing this, you know, like I know if I was the best version of myself, I might not put up with it, but I'm finding the fun in it. I'm finding the love in it. It feels like home. The lighter thief is the anti-hero. It's the guy in the movie that's kind of the bad boy but has just enough glimmer of hope that you want him to win over like the good guy in the movie, you know, and get the girl, because you see inside of him he wants to be good. He just needs to kind of be cracked open into his emotional side, you know, which I'm all here for. I love to crack people open. If Lighter Thief was a color, it would definitely be in the blue world. It's a very chill, homey, happy song, but there is this melancholiness about it, and it's just that little bit of fear that a love can give you when it's not fully like developed and healthy and thriving yet, but you have that hope that it will get there. But it's like a bit of a pit in your stomach of, it's a gamble, but I love you and it's fun. I think it's a fine line in a relationship, knowing when it's turning into a toxic thing. For me, the signs have always been, is the person always growing? Are you seeing progress? Despite what they have to work through and their issues, are they at least showing you consistent effort and progress? And I think if they are, then that's a good enough sign for me to continue to stick around and work on it, because I like being around people that always want to better themselves. And so if I have that in a relationship, even if the person might have their faults, as long as they're committed to working on that and valuing me, versus intentionally hurting me and not accepting me for who I am, then I think that's the line where I can ride on that line. Okay, so let's take it back to the beginning. Growing up in a really small town in Mississippi, I was always kind of the odd one out, the weird artsy girl, you know, didn't fully fit in with everyone, but fit in with everyone, wasn't the super popular. It was just the middle girl, just all around flowing. When I discovered music at age 12, it completely overtook my life, and I stopped doing everything else. I became obsessed with it. We were on a family trip to Michigan, and we came across this guitar in a pawn shop. And it was so beautiful. I still have it today. It just made me want to start writing songs. I grew up loving music. I loved the Beatles. I loved Johnny Cash. I loved Fleetwood Mac. I always had this deep connection with music. And before I could even play instruments, I would lay awake in my bed at night with that little iPod thing, the lime green one, and just listen to stuff and pretend like I knew the guitar riffs, like while I was laying in bed all night just listening to them. And I just felt like one day, this is it. I know it. This is what I want to do with my life. So at 12, my parents got me that guitar, and within a week or two, I was just writing songs somehow without like knowing much of anything. And my parents were completely shook. They were like, "What? We didn't even know you could sing, much less write music." And both of them were very supportive at the time, but especially my mom was like, "Girl, you're doing this." So she signed me up for an open mic in our small town, and she gave me $50 to play it, which at the time was like $1 million for me. And I remember getting up there with my guitar and my two little songs, and I was just shaking the whole time, and all my like crushes were there that the songs were about in school, and all like the cute guys and stuff, and I was just like, ah! But after that night, something went off in my brain, and all I could think, all I could do, all I could be from that point on was music in every single way. And so I just dropped everything and devoted my entire life to it. After that day, it went from every week, every open mic I could, driving to Nashville every weekend, playing every open mic there, putting together bands. And so I developed that, and, you know, at 15, I decided like I have to drop out of school and go for this 100%. I don't like school. I don't relate to it. I don't want to be here. This isn't what I want to do. It just didn't make sense to me. So I begged my parents to let me move to Nashville. And they basically gave me a list of rules that they never thought I would complete, but of course I did. And the rules were you have to like find and pay for a place on your own, finish high school online, which I paid my sister to do while she was in college at Harvard. Oops. The other rules were I had to be drug tested because they knew I'd turn into a pothead. Had to drive home every week for church, and yeah, it was just a lot of really hard rules to like pay for all that on my own and be financially independent at 16. It's pretty much just eating Taco Bell every day, and my like luxurious dessert was heating up peanut butter M&Ms in the microwave just to the point that the inside was mushy but the outside was still crunchy, so it would like crunch in your mouth but you'd have that melt of chocolate. Oh my god, sorry. Anyway, so that was my life in Nashville at that point, just playing. I had a band, I had my little friends, and all of a sudden, within 3 to 6 months of being there, I was discovered by my managers at the time. They instantly took me to meet with the biggest labels there were in the industry, so I got thrown straight into the game. And that is how the story really started. Okay, I love how this song was made. It warms my heart so much. So, like 2 years ago or so, my boyfriend found this artist on Spotify called Casper the Ghost that lives like in northern Sweden and makes amazing music with his cousin Hillbom. And we decided to fly out to their really small town and go make music with them and just see how it goes, not even knowing them. And we formed the most beautiful friendship and connection, truly like my brothers. Truly, truly. I love them so much. I'm so thankful for them. It's one of those creative connections where you feel so comfortable. You know they're there for you, they're down for the journey. And so as time developed, they obviously had to come see me here in LA. So they made a trip out to here and stayed here. And during their time here, you know, Hillbaum just picked up the guitar and started playing that and it just came in the room upstairs. We were all hanging out, and it just flew in from above somewhere through the air. The melodies just started pouring, and I knew it was so special. I knew there's something really special about this song. Making it with my best friends, my Swedish boys, and Frankie, you know. So, yeah, great song.